Hello, Leo. Welcome to your weekly reading for June 10th to the 12th. This is for to the 16th. This is for Leo and Leo rising, and we're gonna jump right into it. Leo, oh my goodness, your 2-day reading, June 10th to the 16th. We're kicking it off on Tuesday, June 11th. Okay, that's when we really get into these squares. I talked about this last week. Squares are a little bit challenging, and it really just depends on how you navigate it and how you handle it. The first one, listen, Mars square Pluto, okay, June 11th, this is Tuesday. I said, even in your monthly forecast, I think I said that this is possibly the most challenging square, okay? These two planets are very powerful. They're very powerful, and then when you get in a square, when they get in a square like this, you kind of see the more aggressive side of them. Mars, the planet of war and conflict. Pluto, the planet of destruction, and it's intense. It's an intense planet, and so this is a day where you need to just be cool and stay frosty, and you're going to be fine, okay? Remember, handle things with grace. Always be the better person in a situation. Always be the best version of yourself, but also trust your intuition. Now, how is this going to affect you the most? Well, Mars happens to be in Taurus. Remember, Mars is in Taurus for the entire month, and Taurus rules your 10th house of career. And then you have Pluto in Aquarius in your 7th house, partnerships and relationships. So there could be a squeeze that you feel around this time, all right? Around career, especially partnerships, relationships in career, okay? Maybe, you don't see eye to eye with a colleague, or there could be something here where it is, a little bit of a power trippy type of day. So just be mindful. There could be some people just ready to go on these, very power trippy moments. It really is a time where with these squares, I want to remind you that it's for the collective. So it also could be you, Leo. There could be something where you're just like, like you feel that like Godzilla in you. All right. Bridezilla, whatever it is. But that's why I'm just saying, just be cool and just be graceful. There may be some sort of squeeze around this time. You want to tap into your inner Chumbawamba, all right? All day, every day. So just keep that in mind, especially on this day and around this time. You may feel it for a few days. The other thing is Mars is physical energy, right? So this is a day where, I do not want you lifting, 40 refrigerators today, all right? This is the day not to do it, okay? Maybe never, ever, but this is because it can be really draining. This day could be very draining for you. It could also be physically, you could just feel it, just a little bit drained, feel a little bit exerted this day. So just be mindful. It is one of the most it is possibly the most challenging square for the month. All right. So once you get past this, you're going to have another square. You're going to have Mercury squaring Saturn on Wednesday, June 12th. Now, Mercury is the planet of communication. Okay. The messenger planet. And then Saturn is the authority. All right. So this is just think about, a coach telling you, listen, Jolene, we're gonna sit you out on the bench. We're gonna sit you out on the bench. I'm gonna sit you out, and I'm gonna bench you. All right, during the game. So remember, you always want to be responsive, not reactive, but you want to be extra, mindful about the way that you respond because this is Mercury squaring Saturn. So it is another day where you could say something that you're like, I shouldn't have said that or whatnot. But again, it will likely be someone who tries to get under your skin, someone that can be very critical. It is Saturn, the authority, so it could be an authority figure. It could be a boss. It could be, but for y'all, it could be a friend. It could definitely be a friend because remember, Mercury is in Gemini, all right? Mercury's in Gemini along with 3 other planets this entire week. So we have a super stellium in Gemini. We have Jupiter, the Sun, and Venus, and Mercury in Gemini that rules your 11th house of your social network and groups you belong to, organizations you belong to. There may be something about money here because Saturn in Pisces is your 8th house, all right? So other people's money. So someone could owe you money. There could be some something around that. Just keep this day in mind. It could be a testing day, and should anyone get under your skin, well, Leo, exfoliate. exfoliate with your amazing Leoness, your amazing, your roar could exfoliate everything away. But you definitely want to be very, like I said, very diplomatic in these situations. Be mindful of what you say. This is also a day where you may not want to make agreements with a Mercury-Saturn square. But it is a time where, just again, it's a great time to observe is what it is. It's also a great time to just not be hard on yourself. Mercury squaring Saturn may do that to you as well. So just remember, you're going to be cool as long as you stay, very diplomatic, but honestly, being your authentic self, okay? Be your authentic self and you'll be fine. This is a time where, just for an example, let me give you an example. I recently received an email from a colleague that was very passive aggressive and very you could tell they were fishing for, I gotcha, like one of those moments, right? And I responded, oh, thank you so much. And that was it. Nipped it in the bud. Didn't fall into that bear trap. So just remember, this is, it really, you can handle these moments. Now, on Friday, we have the Sun conjuncting Mercury. So this is absolutely amazing. And this is a good one. We have several Mercury Kazimis a year. But this one, remember, Mercury is in its domicile. Mercury does really well in Gemini, all right? And so a Cazimi is when the planet is in the heart of the sun. So Mercury is in the heart of the sun right now. So this is a refresh of your mind. It's a lot of clarity is what it is. You could have a lot of brilliant ideas. And this is also great coming after that square because this is also problem solving, okay? So this is you having a leg up, all right? A lot of leverage. It's also a really good time for writing and researching, learning something new. They're negotiating as well. Could be something that you're doing around this time, okay? And you have, and you will be really sharp about it. Now, on Sunday, we have Venus and Mercury squaring Neptune. So this is, it's going to be a little bit bigger than you think. Well, let me explain, all right? And I feel like, not a lot of people have touched upon this, but the reason why it's going to be bigger than it is, well, first, on Sunday, with Mercury and Venus squaring Neptune, don't forget, Neptune is with Saturn in your 8th house, okay? And 8th house is your transformation, your transformation story. It's also empowerment, okay? It's also other people's money, shared resources, inheritance, investments, bonuses, commissions, paying off debts, royalties, things like that. And also intimacy. Don't forget that. And so with this square, any of these, this is the same thing, all right, with all the other squares with Neptune. Neptune is, in this square is pushing you to really, really see the truth and be true to yourself. And again, be your authentic self and hold on to your truth, because this is seeing beyond the veil, because Neptune is great. Neptune is spirituality. It's, intuition, it's imagination, it's all that great stuff, compassion. But with the square, you see that other side of Neptune, which is illusion and delusion and confusion and escapism, okay? And that's a big part of it, escapism, all right? Especially with these squares. So just be honest with yourself with certain, circumstances that you may feel that you got to go with your gut. You have to go with your gut, and you have to be, realistic about some things that may be happening around this time. Neptune will create this fog, all right? So use your, intuition, even your imagination, break out the crystals, all of it's all about knowing your truths and not hiding from anything, okay? Being really honest with yourself, facing anything that you need to. These squares are really going to push you into that escapism part. And when I say escapism, it really is, not being honest with yourself, or it could be, making excuses. It is very bye Felicia energy. It is very, stores closed, gone fishing, when you're actually inside, scrolling through TikTok for hours. That's what I'm talking about. That's that escapism. It's you need to some things may come up around this time where you're okay, I really gotta handle this and face these truths. And again, it can have to do something with your future dreams. It could have to do something with and your hopes and wishes, as well as your social network and groups you belong to. Again, Mercury and Venus are both in Gemini in your 11th house. All right. So could be something with a friendship or a group or a community, but also just, again, more likely something about your physical, like your transformation, not physically, but your transformation, your spiritual transformation. Okay. There could be something deeply profound around this time that's pushing you. All right. It's pushing you. Remember, with all these squares, as I explained last week, they're pushing you to grow and to thrive and to become the best version of yourself. Now, the last thing, the reason why this is going to be the biggest deal, it's going to be such a big deal, is because Neptune happens to be at 29 degrees in Pisces. All right. Now, Neptune is a very slow moving planet. So it's going to be here at 29 degrees until September. Okay. Until September. All right. 29 degrees, critical degree, an anaretic degree. This is, there's 30 degrees, right? So Neptune is finishing its time in Pisces. What it's going to do is, after September, it's going to waddle back a little bit. In 2025, dip into Aries, okay? And then move back into Pisces. And then in 2026, that's when it officially moves into Aries for 13, 14 years. That's how long Neptune spends in a sign. But this is going to be really big because around February of 2026, it's at 29 degrees again. And that's a full closeout. That is a full closeout. So why is this such a big deal? It's because Neptune at 29 degrees is like a graduation. It's like a toast. It's this karmic moment for you. It's you learning everything since Neptune moved into Pisces in 2011. Anything that has moved you spiritually, all right? This is you having had an expansion with spirituality, with your intuition, with compassion, with, there's touches of Neptune in Pisces is the subconscious, okay? It is hidden matters. It's the metaphysical. It's dreams. You could have been having a lot of, more vivid dreams or, dreams where you find meaning in them, all right? But this is really, and Neptune, by the way, is in its domicile in Pisces, and so it's been in its domicile. This is home sign is Pisces since 2011, and so again, this is a critical degree up until September. So, using your intuition, your spirituality, all of that to really see your truths, okay? And in order to do that, to let go of the things that no longer serve you well. So this is being in touch with your higher self, your higher mind, okay? Up until September, you're going to feel a lot of that. Neptune's going to be pushing you in that direction. And of course, there's going to be these, moments of, like I said earlier, maybe like some things where that's illusion and delusion and escapism and whatnot. So it's pushing through that fog and really being, everything that you've learned since 2011 in a spiritual sense, use it now, okay? Because you do not want to bring the things that no longer serve you well into this next cycle that Neptune is about to move into, all right? And it's going to be a big one for you, Leo. It's going to be a really big one for you because when Neptune moves into Aries in 2026, that's your 9th house of spirituality, okay? So y'all are having these big spiritual moments, these big moments of, I really am, seeking, this meaningful life experience that I'm supposed to live, having those moments, Leo. All right. So the other really cool thing about Neptune right now, with the fact that it is in Pisces and at 29 degrees. So remember how I said Neptune is in a sign 13, 14 years? It takes about 165 years for Neptune to do like a complete orbit, right? At like the full cycle of the zodiac wheel. So if you think about Neptune moving into Pisces in 2011, let's go back in time 165 years before that, all right? That takes us to 1846, Leo. Guess what happened in 1846? Well, Neptune was discovered. in the modern world, Neptune was discovered, and so this makes it a bigger deal. Neptune is it's completing its very first orbit ever. All right. And so it's sure at 29 degrees, it's like, it feels like this, karmic, graduation and learning and whatnot. But it's also like a celebration before Neptune moves on into like way at the beginning of the zodiac wheel again. All right. In Aries. And again, we'll talk about that more in 2026 and even 2025. But anyway, Leo, y'all are amazing. Happy Father's Day for anyone with celebrating Father's Day. And the other thing is the moon will be in Libra all weekend long, which is great. Okay, so there is that sweetness that the moon in Libra brings, a lot of family energy, partnership energy as well. All right, so really, really, really nice. And it happens to be in your third house too. Remember, third house is siblings, aunts, uncles, cousins, neighbors. So there could be some really great moments there. It's also travel. I wouldn't be surprised if a lot of y'all are traveling short distances around that time, or maybe planning some travel around that time. And it also rules communication. So it's a great time to be very communicative. So let's do it, Leo. Let's see what's going on for you for the week of June 10th to the 16th. Again, this is for Leo and Leo rising, Leo moon. If you want to read for any other placements in your chart, you're absolutely welcome to, Leo. Let's do it. Let's see what's going on for you. June 10th to the 16th. All right, Leo. So the other thing is, don't forget, Leo, even though we got these squares this week, don't forget last week, we're coming out of Jupiter trine Pluto. We're coming out of the Venus Cazimi, the sun conjuncting Venus. Oh my goodness. We're coming out of one of the best new moons of 2024. I mean, so you're still going to feel the energies of that spilling over. And so they're really pushing you in this new direction, Leo. So let's, oh yeah, look at you, Leo. Wow. Yeah, you are, good. There's some things that are, they're definitely ending for you. And you definitely want them to end. All right. Now, and you are definitely going to be laser focused moving forward with a lot of the things that you want. You have the Empress, which is really amazing. I love the Empress. We all love the Empress. This is love. This is love. Unconditional love. Being in touch with your super conscious. This is love for yourself. Love. This is passion everywhere, and abundance. This is all abundance. She holds the golden scepter that creates this abundance. Anything she touches turns to gold. And look at her sitting in her chair. Okay. That is, it's not like a queen, like she's comfortable. She's lounging. This is a lot of comfort. This is luxury as well. This is the growth of things. It looks like you started something new. All right. And when I say started something new, yeah, that could be in your physical world for sure. It could be something that really, really like a new goal, new job, new relationship. You know, this is all about love here with Empress. You can even see the symbol of Venus in her stone-shaped heart. All right. Remember, Venus is in Gemini right now too. And so a lot of, like growth in that area, things that are stimulating, doing new things. That's what Gemini is, being curious about new things. But even still, this is absolutely amazing. Okay. This is love. This is relationships. This is creativity, but it is the birth of new things. Okay. She's even pregnant. All right. She's even pregnant here. All right. So representing that fertility, that, even, the pomegranates all over her gown. Anyway, absolutely wonderful moving into this week, and it takes you straight to the King of Swords. So whatever has been like feeling really abundant in your life is now like you're in a place where you're like, okay, I'm feeling a lot of that, but now I'm using a lot of my, being very headstrong in terms of the things that I do want. All right, the things that I do want, I'm moving toward it. I've already accomplished a lot of it too. Could be a thing. All right, could really be a thing for you. King of Swords is someone who, he has a lot of power, he has a lot of authority. Remember, swords are the mental suit, the air suit, and so a lot of logic, a lot of thinking, but it's just like you just being that leader, being that voice, and it seems like a lot of people depend on you or will this week for moving forward with certain plans and whatnot as well. So I really love this for you. Definitely, you have your head above the clouds. You are ready to strike. You're ready to move forward. You do have the Page of Swords, okay? And so there could be something here where, here's the thing. There really could be something new that this week, really stay, sharply focused on it. I mean, pun intended with these two swords here, the King of Swords and the Page of Swords. Okay, no pun intended. No pun intended. But the thing is, I want you to be very mindful about the way that you move forward with something new. All right. If there has been something new and it looks like you're moving in that direction, and it could be even like an emotion, right? Remember, with the Empress here, it could be like you feeling a different way and loving this way that you feel. And so now bringing it all together, mind, body, spirit. Okay. The other thing is with a Page of Swords, yeah, there definitely could be someone, like I said, this week. A lot of people will be a little power trippy. A lot of people will be, especially with Mercury square Saturn, people could be saying things, authority figures, maybe a boss or whatnot, or a manager, things like that, colleague, that could, for you specifically, right, with it activating your 10th house and 7th house, there definitely could be a little, they could be, you could be the one who needs to kind of like bring them back down to earth, okay? Or even educate them on certain things, all right? But it looks like there might be someone who could be a little bit annoying. To be honest, just a little bit annoying. Someone who maybe is thinking way too fast, or they're a little bit directionless, and you with that King of Swords, you're like, dude, come on. I'm the king here. I'm the king. You also have the Ten of Swords. All right. Very interesting. Ten of Swords, Page of Swords, King of Swords. All right. So a lot of swords you see. So this is going to be a very mentally active week for you. And especially so with Mercury being in Gemini, a lot of other planets in Gemini, like I said, with your hopes and wishes and dreams, and, what you see for yourself for your future, planning your future. Now, the Ten of Swords in your crown. This is saying that anything that has been hard or challenging, it will be ending this week, okay? 10 is the end of the suit. And it could have been something that have just been really taking up a lot of headspace, to the point where it was like, oh my goodness, what is going on? It really could have been, or this week, it may be something that, again, has to do with a friendship or a group that you belong to. Remember, that Gemini energy is really strong. We have 4 planets in Gemini in your 11th house of your social network groups you belong to, friendships and whatnot. And this is a Gemini card, by the way. And so there really could be something there, all right? Or a partnership. Don't remember there's activity there. But there really could be something there where it's like almost like a sense of like relief. Like, okay, I'm glad this has come to an end. We've nipped this in the bud. Maybe there was a conversation that needed to be had, and it could have been, a little like, but you still like, instead of avoiding it, that Neptune wanted you to do, that escapism part, you did. And now there's the ending of that. But remember to learn from anything and use it, and learn, to become, the best version of yourself. And I'm even going to clarify that. Yeah, the Devil there. It really is going to be something. Oh, wow. And the 7 of Cups. All right. So yeah, there is, so this makes it really interesting. There is going to be something that you may know. It's definitely time to end it, and it's something needs to end for you. Like I said, it's all about surrendering something that doesn't serve you well. It's all about leaving things, in the past, so you don't bring it into this next cycle with you. And so you may be confronted with it, okay, this week. And so really take it on full, because the Devil represents it. The Devil's like an energy vampire, sucking all this energy out of you. All right. So if you're in this headspace where like, I feel like I've hit like rock bottom in this certain situation or this relationship or whatnot. I say relationship because remember, Pluto is very active, and your 7th house of partnerships and relationships. And you also see the 2 from the Lover's card here, chained to the Devil. Okay. So, and again, it can be like, however that resonates with you, partnership in love, partnership in career, a friendship, something platonic. But there is something that it's going to be more of this mind of a way of seeing something. All right. That really, really needs to, okay, because you also got the 7 of Cups. Now, remember what I said, all that Neptune energy bringing this illusion and delusion and that fogginess. Well, there you go. A lot of smoke and mirrors. So there's got to be this moment. Yes, release it. All right. Especially up here, if there is a certain way that you're seeing things or thinking about things, or you just don't feel, intuitively, like deep down in your gut, it's like, sure, we had that conversation, but do I feel like that I've moved on, or do I feel like my authentic self? Like, keep that in mind, because something could linger where you're just like, I still don't see, my path moving forward. It could be with this person, it could be with this job, it could be with whatever resonates with you. And that's why you really have to hit the road, Jack. Let it go and have that moment, all right? That spiritual moment, okay? Because you also got the Justice card, all right? So you got Justice in the root of your spread. So it does seem like you are seeking justice. You are seeking that balance. And remember, again, surrendering the things that you don't need. And you may be, and to be honest, something may just present itself to you, which kind of makes it easier for you. And then at the same time, you're like, oh, this is, such a tough decision. It's kind of like, when Charlie won the immunity award in Survivor this season, and then Jeff Probst was like, oh, you won, and here's your necklace, and here's your reward, here's your food trip, but you got to pick only 2 people because we're being in love letters. So it could be like one of those. If anybody gets that reference, please let me know. But I'm just saying there could be something where, something's presented to you, but it may be something that you're bigger than you thought that it was going to be. Okay. Use the sword. You see the sword in the judge's hand. No nonsense here. This is justice we're talking about. Use that sword. It's pointed straight to the sky. True perception, being honest with yourself. Okay, this is all about truth, all right? All about truth. Use that sword to cut anything. Like I just cut the Justice card. Cut anything, right? Anything from your life that you're just like, okay, I know this is not serving me well. But here's the thing. You have the King of Swords in the heart of your spread. So it's almost going to be this very like cerebral week for you. But in the end, you have the 8 of Pentacles in your future. Absolutely amazing. Okay. Because you're cutting out the distraction is what this is. You're cutting out all the distraction. All right. So keep that in mind. This is a week where there's going to be some, some things that you may have to, and I'm going to just clarify that too. You may have to, and it looks like very work related. I mean, you got the 8 of Pentacles, which is really great. I love the fact that you got the 8 of Pentacles, and then you got the 9 of Wands, and then you got the 3 of Pentacles. All right. So this is you being laser focused, working toward your goal. Nothing's going to stop you. Okay. You're going toward the finish line, your legacy. Okay. And yes, finances, something with work and career. Remember, I said that's going to be a big thing for you. And then the 9 of Wands, you're not backing down. You're not backing down. Even if people, like, let's say there is a boss that is, like this week, like you're still gonna just you're gonna grin and bear it, and you're gonna make it. This card is all about resilience, perseverance, and then you've got the 3 of Pentacles, where it's this working together with other people. And again, there's that sense of something new happening. All right. Some new project. There's something coming out of this for you. You get rewarded. All right. Pentacles, remember, money. But also, this really is all about teamwork, and it's bonding with other people. Okay. Bonding with other people for success. And that can be in a family capacity. It can be with friends. It can be work related, but it seems like there is going to be something that is moving you in a new direction, where there could be even like new income streams. There could be also like you getting a new job, you joining a new company, things like that, starting your own company with other people. Like, this is definitely going to be a week for you. Let's get to your stuff. Oh my diddly days. Leo, y'all, if you like this video, it would be great if you like, subscribe, leave comments, let me know what's going on. Leo, tell me what you're thinking about doing for when we get to the solstice next week. Okay, let's get to your stuff. All right. And you're don't even. You're fine. You're good. Listen. All you got to do is you just cut the thing that you don't need. All right, you're ready. Look, his sword is tilted. Okay. He is ready. When I said he's ready to strike, he's ready to take action. Okay. Ready to take action at the drop of a hat. Okay. At the drop of a crown. All right. Whatever it is. Now, speaking of kings, you got another king. You got the King of Cups. Yeah. Yeah. That's going to be something that I want you to do. The biggest message coming through is like, don't bottle up emotions, okay? Don't hold things in. If you have to have conversations, have conversations. If you need to feel something about toward a certain situation, circumstance, have those feelings, okay? Have those feelings, but it's best not holding it in. Now, remember, I also said this week is a week to be very diplomatic, be mindful about the way that you have, say things and whatnot. Mercury squaring Saturn is going to just and also like Mars squaring Pluto. But this is really great. The King of Cups is just, that emotional stability, but also he's the most intuitive king. He has so much love to give. He leads with his heart. All right. And that's what you need to do is just really, really expand that. Okay. Especially because interestingly, if you look at your entire spread here, your main spread, you didn't get any cups, right? Which is love, relationship, or emotions as well, feelings, intuition. And then you did get one, but it was the one where you're just like, you didn't know which way. Yeah, so you got to know. You have to really trust your intuition to know your direction forward. And hello, when I say something new is about to start for you, something new is about to start for you in the biggest way possible. You got the Magician in your external factors area. This is basically this charge of the universe giving you this, surge of power to do anything that you want. All right. You see the Magician, kicking off the Fool's journey. All right. He's got not only all four tools of tarot at his disposal. You see them there, right? The cups, the wands, the swords, the pentacles. So whatever you want, you got. All right. Just put your energy toward it because the Magician is energy. Okay. Energy. This is all about action. It's all about taking action. Now it's in your external factors area. So it seems like, well, the first thing that's coming up is partnership. There could be someone that you're working with to have, get something off the ground to start this new journey. All right. Or there could just be someone that's really manifesting things for you. All right. Really opening doors for you. But again, you want to be part of your story. You create your own reality. That's why you always want to take action anyway. All right. So it could also be a message coming through. Okay. The Magician is highly associated with Mercury. All right. So, and remember, Mercury is in your 11th house of your hopes and wishes and dreams. All right. So, you also got the Eight of Cups. So yeah, please do everything that I said earlier. Leave the things that do not serve you well. Move toward the things that are, on your path to enlightenment. That is going to be you ascending, you being in touch with your higher self, listening to your inner voice. This is you being in a place in your physical world where you're a lot happier. You want to. Do it. All right. There is no better time. Listen, Leo, I'm gonna give you a little secret here. All right. After June, I'd say a little bit of July, everything starts going a little bit more slower. Okay. Slower throughout the rest of the year. We have, and I'm not saying it's bad, it's just slower because remember, we're moving into retrograde season. So Saturn moving into retrograde at the end of this, like all the planets are starting to go retrograde. They will by July, August, you'll see that. And so all the best aspects of this year, the top 5 to the top 10 have already happened or will happen. Or have just happened. There's also some great ones that are happening at the end of June and, some in July. And there are some throughout the year. Okay. There are some throughout the year, but this is the time to take advantage. Do not wait. Do not hold on to things from the past that are not going to serve you well. That is what this is saying, okay? And this could be part of your transformation. This card is attributed to Saturn in Pisces. Saturn is in Pisces in your 8th house of transformation and empowerment. That's a lot of power to move forward, all right? Game-changing moment too. And then when you do, oh, wow. Yeah, you're good. You're good. I love this for you. 9 of Pentacles. Really, really nice. You did get the 8 of Pentacles in your future. You stay focused and you're going to make it. You got the 9 of Pentacles in your final outcome. 8 of Pentacles, 9 of Pentacles. This is really great. Remember, you have the 3 of Pentacles in your future as well. So a lot of money energy here, really, which is really nice. And then when you think about it, actually, Virgo also rules your 2nd house. The 8 of Pentacles is Sun in Virgo. And then you have the 9 of Pentacles here, Venus in Virgo. You even see the symbol of Venus all over her gown, which is really amazing. But they're pentacles, so money and wealth. But Virgo, again, rules your second house of money, income, finances. Now, this is all about that independence, feeling really good, having earned your spot here. A lot of spiritual enlightenment too. This is a lot of patience as well. Having that patience to have had this spot, but also enjoying it. Really just think about somebody sitting on their front porch drinking iced tea, and sitting right next to them is like a bucket of $1 million, like, and they're just sitting there watching the birds. That's what this is. Speaking of birds, you got the falcon here. A lot of enlightenment, okay? But you earning your spot, which is really great. You earning your spot being here. And you also see that you got the only 2 cards in all of tarot where they have the symbol of Venus, okay? You see it all over her gown. And with the Empress and her sun-shaped heart, okay? So Venus is love, relationships, it's money, all right? It's beauty as well. It's creativity, okay? And so you see, you kicked off your spread with the Empress, and you're finishing it with the 9 of Pentacles. You are amazing. Leo, thanks so much for tuning in. If you like this reading, it would be great if you like, subscribe, leave comments, tell me what's going on. I'm losing my voice from y'all. Okay, so Leo, so next week, we've got Mercury. We've got a lot happening. We got a lot happening. We'll talk about next week. There's a lot. We also have that full moon in Capricorn that was part 1. Leo, thanks so much. And I love this. Just remember to let that thing go. Something may be up here. It may be up here, but really knowing what you need to leave behind moving forward, what is going to be working for you. But I love the fact that you got the 9 of Pentacles as well. So there could be, for sure, it's something with like love and relationships as well. But it's just this feel good energy. Anyway, Leo, oh my goodness. Okay, I'll see you next week. Thanks so much. Okay, bye-bye.